If you come to the team knowing that male, female is just one difference among many differences, and you realize that every person in that room is unique, and you focus on the fact that we're all different, not just I'm different, I think it'll take some of that pressure away from, oh, I'm the only woman in the group, right? Because someone else might be thinking, I'm the only engineer in the group, or I'm the only, blank, make up the word. If it's made an issue, like if it's explicitly, you have to deal with something that goes against your values, or you're hearing feedback that you think you can't be respected in that room because of that difference of male, female, I think you need to call it out. I think you need to be honest about it, and then move on. You don't dwell on it. Certainly, never belittle people or make people feel less respected, but, put the elephant on the table. Well, probably one of the biggest challenges that I've had to face in my career is really finding that ability to have the confidence to articulate your value to the organization, as well as doing that in a way where you can remain authentic. I think you're always on this balancing act between sticking out and fitting in, and having that ability to be able to articulate what makes you special, unique, what your abilities are that set you apart from your peers. In other words, sticking out is really important. I think as women sometimes we feel that that's bragging, or that's inappropriate to talk about that openly. And finding that inner confidence is really important. One of the ways that I think that you can do that is to make sure that you're really clear about what your own personal capability set is. Who is it that you want to represent when you walk into the boardroom, or when you walk into a corporate office, and being confident in being able to articulate that through things that you've done. So you're not bragging, you're not giving a list of accomplishments, but you're building that connection between who you are and what you've done, and that's important. Well, I've been involved on the international side of business pretty much from the beginning of my career, so to me it's so intertwined. I can't imagine any kind of a job where that wouldn't be an important part of it. It gives a dynamic flair to any topic you're working on, right? So having that cultural bent means that whether you're talking about finance, the economies are much more dynamic. The types of issues that you're going to deal with are going to be much more varied. I personally get bored very easily. So it means that you might be doing the same thing, but it's going to look really different, because you're going to bring with it the perspective of that country, of that culture, of that the individualism of that place. I think you're less dogmatic when you work in international environments, so you're less likely to think there's one true way, which if you're more open to the fact that there may be different solutions to the solution set, I think that's where innovation happens. I think it's where you can be more open to diversity, and diversity can happen. And I think all of those things make me a better leader, whether I'm talking about leading in countries within Latin America, or in New York or Miami, or anywhere else. What I would do in deciding a mentor is look at, okay, what job am I looking for, or what skill set do I want to acquire that I don't think I have, and I'd try to find someone that I really thought modeled that, and then ask them, right? I do think for mentorship to work, it can't just be a check the box. It can't be, oh, let's just put these people together and, boom, you guys go mentor and mentee relationship, because there really has to be a really good personal relationship. You have to feel safe. There has to be a lot of trust in that relationship, because you got to be able to say things that you probably wouldn't say to your boss in an environment where you know that's going to stay where it is, so that you can have those open dialogues. So I think that it's important to do the research to go out and look for those people that you're going to have that connection with. But I think everyone should have 2 or 3 really strong people in their life that help them see what you don't see, and then also can help sponsor you for promotion. Take the time to take stock in what's really important for you right now. And know that that can change over time, but that you can't, it's really hard to get anywhere if you don't at least have a sense of where you're going. You might decide to take the sideways route to get there, but you really kind of have to take stock and say, okay, what's really important to me in terms of what learning or what position or, what do I want to grow in over the next 3, 5, whatever that number is for you, and be clear about it, write it down. And I think that that'll allow you to be more intentional about the choices you make.